Alright guys, got some Rome Total War action here. This is going to be a Greek city-states versus Julii Romans battle. It's an online battle, CWB rules. The money was between 15 and 20k, I don't remember exactly. I'm playing the Julii Romans. And let me cover my forces real quickly. I have 4 gold urban cohorts, 2 silver Praetorian cohorts, 4 silver bronze Archer Auxilia, and 4 bronze Praetorian Cav. As I said, my opponent is playing as the Greek city-states, and as you know, the Greek city-states, they don't have really any heavy cav to speak of, so it's always a challenge when you play them against any of the factions that have heavy cav, because if you get behind them, you can start doing rear charges into the hoplites, and it gets real ugly real quick. So that being said, let's see how this battle turns out. Let me zip through the deployment phase here. So my opponent has Jav Cav on either flank. They are silver, and he's got 6 gold armored hoplites. In front of them are 2 militia hoplites. He's got a bunch of archers behind the hoplites. So we've got 4 regular archers and 3 Cretan archers. These are all gold. And then in the very back, 3 Greek cavalry. These are light cavalry, and they're silver. Okay, so as you can see, my opponent definitely has the ranged advantage and the skirmishing advantage with all of those archers. The 6 armored hoplites are probably slightly inferior to my urban cohorts and Praetorian cohorts, but not by much. Armored hoplites are good troops, and they're gold. But of course, then I also have a heavy cav advantage with my 4 heavy cav that are much superior to his 3 light cav and 2 jav cav. Okay, so beginning the skirmish phase, you'll see my opponent is bringing his jav cav up on either flank, and here I didn't do a very good job in the battle of this, controlling on my left flank there. I've got the Praetorian cav going out, and you'll see here as the battle progresses, I didn't control them very well. I took some unnecessary losses. So that was definitely good control by my opponent there. He got engaged there for a second out here, but he pulled them away. Of course, they're faster, right, than my heavy cav, so they're able to get away, and draws me out. As you can see, I've already lost 7 of the heavy cav there. So I turn back, and he takes the opportunity to throw some more javelins at me. While that's going on, he's pretty much depleted my archer force with his superior numbers there. So he's handling things very well so far. As you can see here, micro mistake. I left my heavy cav facing the wrong way. They just got javelins in their backside, and I chased them off again. Okay, so at this point, with my archers depleted, I decided it's time to advance and begin the infantry fight, which I should have a slight advantage. Notice I have my Pila, the auto fire at will, turned off, and that's because I don't want to waste them. So I'm going to throw them over the heads of the militia hoplites, there you can see, into the armored hoplites behind them. There you go, and they charge in. Now while I'm doing that and I'm engaging with my 4 urban cohorts, I'm bringing up a Praetorian cohort on each side, flanking maneuvers. I engage the 4 left armored hoplites. That leaves the 2 right-hand armored hoplites free, so he disengages and turns to the side to engage me with the general unit there. At the same time, I'm also bringing my cav around on the flank, so I've got 2 on this side and 1 on the other side. Seeing that he momentarily retreats, but this one comes back as light cav, and that is going to be bad for him. Not sure if they did it on their own or if he commanded it, but it happened. So I'm going to easily win that light cav fight, but at the same time I got a rear charge into his armored hoplites here on the edge, and that is going to break them in just a moment, you'll see. And as you can see, the Praetorian cav, they actually went completely through the armored hoplites, came out the front end, and then they circled back around to sit here on the flank. I didn't realize that when the battle happened, that they went through like that, but that was pretty funny. I thought, okay, so a second charge on the rear caves the middle. As you can see on the right hand side here, he disengaged his general unit from the Praetorian cohort. He's bringing him over to the middle to try to bolster this up, but it's too little too late. Those units that were there, they couldn't hold out any longer, and they rout. So at this point, this battle is pretty much in hand. I'm coming in with some rear charge here on the general's unit. It wasn't a very strong charge, but nevertheless, cavalry, heavy cav on the back of them, with completely surrounded by urban cohorts, takes them down. They're fleeing. The general fleeing causes these to flee. General goes down. So at this point, my opponent doesn't have really much that he can do. He's got a few cavalry units out here that are trying to fight the heavy cav, but even depleted heavy cav can easily take out those light cav that he had, which were not full strength. They were probably half strength. So now it's just a matter of mopping up. I've got Praetorian cav out here just trying to chase down the last of these archers. So it's just going to be a matter of time before those are done. Now notice something over here. You see this unit of light cav? They're in this dark area. Now watch this for a second. They're going to disappear. Wait for it. Wait for it. There they go. Oh, now they're back. That was pretty cool. I never saw that. I didn't see it in the battle as it was occurring, but only when I watched the replay. So they kind of like popped out of nowhere and come over here to ambush my heavy cav. But even still, they're no match for the heavy cavalry. With 10 of them, they flee. So that's pretty much the end of the battle there. Go ahead and see the results. Actually, I forgot about this as well. So this armored hoplite, they valiantly form up. They're at half strength, which is not bad considering this phase of the battle. They charge. I still had some Pila left, so you can see they came out of phalanx formation, and I had the remaining heavy cav. I brought them onto the flank. It wasn't a perfect rear charge, but it was a flank charge, and being engaged in the front by the urban cohorts, and the flank charge was enough to rout them, and that's the last of the resistance. So, a victory for Rome, a defeat for the Greek city-states, and you can see the results here. So good game to my opponent, Andy Roddick, and I'll see you guys next time.